Is Ninh Binh really worth visiting? What's better, Trang An or Tamcock? Where should you stay? What should you skip? And how do you avoid tourist traps in 2025? Here are 10 best things to do in Ninh Binh, Vietnam. The real highlights, not the tourist traps. Stick around. I've done the research, explored it all. And this is your no-fluff updated guide to Ninh Binh, Vietnam. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button if you love smart, honest travel guides. Let's make your Vietnam trip unforgettable. Number 1. Trang An Boat Tour. Let's kick things off with Trang An, one of the absolute highlights of Ninh Binh. And for good reason. This place is UNESCO listed, and once you're floating through its still emerald waters, you'll understand why. Picture this. You're on a traditional wooden sampan, drifting quietly between limestone karsts, under jungle-draped cliffs, and through mysterious caves that stretch for hundreds of meters. The boat glides into pitch darkness, then back out into glowing green valleys. It honestly feels like something out of a fantasy film. And fun fact, parts of Kong, Skull Island were actually filmed here. There are several routes to choose from, but route number 2 is the real gem. It takes you through the most caves and usually skips the tour bus crowds. You'll pass temples tucked deep into the cliffs, massive caverns you'd never find on your own, and hidden lakes that feel untouched by time. Best time to go? Early morning. It's quieter, cooler, and the mist gives everything a dreamlike glow. And the price? About $10 For a 2-3 hour ride through caves, hidden temples, and surreal landscapes, it's easily one of the best value experiences in Vietnam. If you only do one thing in Ninh Binh, make it this. It's peaceful, cinematic, and unforgettable. Number 2. Mua Caves, Hangmua Viewpoint. If you've ever seen a postcard-perfect photo of Ninh Binh, odds are it was taken from Mua Caves Viewpoint. This is the spot where dreams and leg day collide. To get those sweeping, god-level views, you'll need to climb 500 stone steps carved into the mountainside. Now, I won't lie, it's a workout. But trust me, the reward is worth every step. At the top, you're greeted by a panoramic view of Tamcock's rice fields, winding rivers, and craggy karst peaks that stretch endlessly into the horizon. There's even a massive stone dragon watching over it all, like something out of a legend. You can go any time of day, but here's the inside scoop. Sunrise or sunset is magic. In the early morning, there's hardly anyone around. You'll hear birdsong echoing through the valley and watch the fog lift off the landscape, like a scene unfolding in real time. At sunset, golden light floods the fields, and the whole place glows. Entry, just around $4 USD. Tip, bring water, good shoes, and a wide-angle lens. This is one view you'll want to remember. It's not just a photo spot, it's a moment, and it stays with you. Number 3. Tamcock Boat Ride. Welcome to Tamcock, the quieter, more rustic cousin of Trang An. If Trang An feels like a cinematic adventure, Tamcock is a slow, soulful lullaby. You board a small sampan from a sleepy village dock, and within minutes, you're gliding past golden rice paddies, water buffalo, and towering limestone cliffs that seem to watch over the river like ancient guardians. But here's what really makes Tamcock special. The rowers use their feet. Yep. Locals here are known for their incredible skill of rowing with their legs. It's mesmerizing to watch, and more than that, it's a cultural experience in itself. You'll pass through 3 cave tunnels. Tamcock literally means 3 caves, and each one opens up to serene scenes that feel completely untouched. Compared to Trang An, Tamcock is less structured, more peaceful, and closer to village life. You'll likely spot ducks waddling through the fields or locals tending to their crops as you float past. Cost? Around $8 to $10 USD for a 1.5 to 2 hour ride. When to go? Late afternoon for golden light, or May early June when the rice fields are neon green or golden. If you're craving quiet beauty, Tamcock will hit you right in the soul. Number 4. Beach Dong Pagoda. Just a short bike ride from Tamcock, tucked between cliffs and lotus ponds, lies one of Ninh Binh's most peaceful spiritual gems, Beach Dong Pagoda. It's not just a temple, it's a journey through time, stone, and silence. This centuries-old Buddhist pagoda is built into the side of a limestone mountain, layered across 3 levels, lower, middle, and upper, each one offering a deeper sense of quiet and perspective. You'll pass under a beautiful arched bridge, cross a lotus pond, and climb through natural caves to reach the upper pagoda, where a panoramic view of the countryside opens up beneath you. There's something cinematic about this place. Mist hanging in the air, monks chanting in the background, the smell of incense drifting through the trees. It's also incredibly photogenic, especially in the early morning when soft light hits the mossy steps and mountain walls. Entry free, but donations are welcome. Pro tip, go early to beat the crowds and bring a wide lens. The arched stone gate with the lotus pond is iconic, whether you're spiritual or just seeking stillness. Beach Dong rewards slow travelers. It's a place that whispers rather than shouts, and that's what makes it unforgettable. Number 5. Kukuang National Park. Let's trade karsts for canopies and step into Vietnam's oldest national park, Kukuang. Just over an hour from Tamcock, this lush, sprawling jungle is a dream for nature lovers, hikers, and anyone who wants a break from motorbikes and boats. Established in 1962, Kukuang is more than just a green space. It's a living museum of biodiversity. Towering trees, rare orchids, limestone mountains, and caves that feel ancient. It's all here. The air is cooler, crisper, and alive with the sounds of gibbons calling and birdsong echoing through the canopy. But the real heart of Kukuang? The Endangered Primate Rescue Center. This is where conservation gets real. It's home to langurs, lorises, and gibbons, rescued from illegal wildlife trafficking. The staff here are passionate, and a guided visit gives you an up-close look at Vietnam's efforts to protect its rarest primates. Other highlights? The 1,000-year-old tree and prehistoric caves tucked into the limestone hills. Entry fee, around $2 USD for the park, and a bit more for guided tours or bikes. Tip, rent a bicycle or scooter at the entrance to cover more ground. If you've got a full day to spare, Kukuang offers something truly wild, raw, and regenerative. Number 6. Van Long Nature Reserve. If you're craving quiet, like real quiet, skip the crowds at Trang An and Tamcock and head to Van Long Nature Reserve, a hidden jewel of wetlands and wildlife. Imagine this, a flat-bottomed boat gliding over still, mirror-like water. Towering limestone cliffs rise dramatically in the distance, and the only sounds are the paddle dipping and a few birds calling overhead. This is Van Long, often overlooked but unforgettable. What makes it special? It's Vietnam's largest wetland reserve and home to the rare Delacour's langur, one of the world's most endangered primates. If you're lucky and quiet, you might spot one clinging to the karst cliffs. But even if you don't, the birdwatching here is top-notch. Storks, herons, even the occasional eagle. Boat ride? Around $6 USD per person, usually lasts about 90 minutes. Best time to go? Late afternoon, when the light turns golden and wildlife gets active. Photo tip. Bring a zoom lens. Wildlife tends to keep its distance. Van Long is one of those places that feels like it should be famous, but thankfully, it's not. It's tranquil, untouched, and ideal if you want to escape the itinerary and just float. Number 7. Thong Nham Bird Park. Tucked behind Tamcock's karsts and rice paddies is a place where nature sings, literally. Thong Nham Bird Park is part sanctuary, part secret garden, and all around one of the most peaceful spots in Ninh Binh. This isn't your typical tourist stop. Picture serene walkways shaded by banyan trees, gentle boat rides through flooded forests, and thousands, yes, thousands, of birds returning to roost as the sun dips behind the cliffs. At golden hour, it feels like a living painting. The park is home to over 40 species of birds, including storks, herons, and the occasional rare kingfisher. In the dry season, flocks take to the skies just before sunset, a moment that silences even the most talkative travelers. There's more than birds here, too. Hidden temples like Tien Cave, tropical fruit gardens, and lotus ponds make it ideal for slow wandering. Entry fee, about $3 USD. Add another couple dollars for a peaceful boat ride into the birdcore zone. Best time to visit? Late afternoon, arrive around 4:30 p.m. to catch the birds returning home. If you've done the big-name sites and want something deeply atmospheric, Thong Nham delivers a quiet kind of magic you'll carry long after you've left. Number 8. Hue Ancient Capital. Step back over 1,000 years into Vietnam's royal past. At Hue, the country's first capital, nestled beneath dramatic limestone peaks, This was the political and cultural heart of Vietnam during the Dinh and Le dynasties in the 10th and 11th centuries, a time when emperors ruled from this very valley, surrounded by natural moats of karst cliffs and rivers. Today, what remains is a blend of atmospheric ruins and beautifully preserved temples. The main highlights? The Dinh Tin Huang Temple and Le Dai Han Temple, dedicated to the emperors who unified and protected early Vietnam. You'll find ornate altars, ancient dragon carvings, and incense curling through the air in timeless silence. It's not just about monuments, it's about context. Walking through Hoa Lu, you can feel the weight of history. The strategic location wasn't just for beauty. These limestone peaks were natural fortresses. If you're someone who enjoys quiet reflection, history, or storytelling ruins, Hoa Lu is a must. It's a side of Vietnam few travelers really dive into, but it's every bit as fascinating as the temples of Hue or Hanoi's Old Quarter. Number 9. Stay in a local homestay. If there's one thing that turns a great trip into an unforgettable one, it's connection. And there's no better way to feel the real soul of Ninh Binh than by staying in a local homestay. Forget cookie-cutter hotels. In places like Tamcock, Trang An, or Ninh Binh Valley, you'll find family-run stays where you wake up to the sound of ducks waddling through rice paddies and fall asleep to frogs croaking under a starry sky. Expect woven bamboo walls, fresh cooked breakfasts, maybe a few geckos on the ceiling, and more smiles than you can count. Most hosts will go out of their way to make your visit special, offering you tea, helping with scooter rentals, or even guiding you to hidden spots tourists never see. Prices: around 10 to 30 USD per night. That usually includes breakfast and sometimes dinner. Pro tip: if they offer a home-cooked meal, say yes. It's often the best food you'll eat in Vietnam. Think grilled goat, morning glory stir-fry, and fragrant lemongrass pork. This is where the magic happens. Not just in what you see, but in who you meet. Kids playing by the river, grandmas tending to the fire, roosters crowing before dawn. It's real, it's raw, and it's so worth slowing down for. If you're looking to trade fast travel for meaningful memories, a homestay in Ninh Binh will stay with you long after your bags are packed. Number 10. Rent a bike or scooter. There's no better way to feel Ninh Binh than from the saddle of a bicycle or scooter. Forget buses and guided tours. Here, the real magic is in the slow rides through quiet villages, emerald rice fields, and winding paths under towering karsts. Bike rental? About $2 to $3 USD a day. It's perfect if you're staying in Tamcock or Trang An. Most homestays and hotels offer bikes for free or super cheap. And trust me, cruising along riverside paths with buffalo grazing nearby, it feels like stepping into a travel postcard. Want to cover more ground? Scooters cost around $5 to $7 USD per day, and they give you the freedom to explore beyond the main areas, like venturing to Kukuang National Park or chasing sunset at Tuet Tin Cuc. The roads here are fairly quiet and wide, especially around Tamcock and Trang An, making it beginner-friendly for most. Safety tips: always wear a helmet, even for short rides. Drive slowly around villages. Be mindful of animals or kids crossing the road. And bring a phone with Maps.me or offline Google Maps. Some of the best paths aren't even listed. This is where you find those moments most tourists miss. A hidden shrine, a roadside pho stand, or just the silence of nature all around you. Rent a bike or scooter and let Ninh Binh unfold at your own pace. So, when's the best time to visit Ninh Binh? Aim for late March to early May, or September through early November, when the weather is cooler. Rice fields are lush, and skies are clear for all those epic views. Try to avoid the rainy summer months from June to August unless you're okay with afternoon showers. And steer clear of Tet, Vietnamese New Year, unless you plan ahead. Everything books out fast. Now, let's talk where to stay. For budget travelers, Tamcock Smile Homestay offers clean, friendly vibes starting around $10 a night. Want something a little nicer? Nan House has cozy, mid-range rooms with local charm. If you're chasing postcard views, Ninh Binh Valley Homestay is pure magic. Rice paddies, mountains, and birdsong every morning. And for digital nomads, Tamcock Ecofield and Chaise Loan are solid choices with great Wi-Fi and peaceful work spots. Getting here is super easy. From Hanoi, the train is scenic and affordable, about $5 USD, and takes 2.5 hours. You can also hop on a minivan or limousine bus for around $8 which drops you closer to Tamcock. Want more comfort? A private car runs about $40, and if you split that with 2 or 3 friends, it's a great deal. And before you go, some quick pro tips to make your trip smoother. Bring cash. Many places don't take cards. Download maps.me. It shows trails and routes even when Google Maps gives up. Pack bug spray, sunscreen, and a hat. Trust me, you'll thank yourself. And a little local etiquette goes a long way. Smile, say xin chao, hello, and always be respectful at temples and homestays. Now you know exactly what to do in Ninh Binh. But here's the thing, Vietnam has so much more waiting for you. If you're heading south next, don't miss my complete travel guide to Hue. It's where Vietnam's royal past comes alive with ancient citadels, temples, and hidden local eats. Hit like if this saved you time, subscribe for more travel smart content, and check the description for all links, maps, and extra tips. Safe travels! See you in the next video.